Well, I missed the Mr. Donnie stories, so we had to get him to haul the machine here and catch up on the local gossip in the truck driving business. Let's get it unloaded and go check out our new job. And we have arrived and we are leaving. I got to go make some loggers to look at a big tract of land I'm going to be working on clearing. They're going to log it for me, about 20 acres. And got a lot of stuff to do today. I don't know if I'll be back out here tonight or not today, but machine is here. That's all that matters. So whenever I do get a chance to come back, ready to go. So got a very neglected little pond here. Old farm right here. Pond's been neglected, grown up around. What I'm going to do is clear off all these little maple trees down this far edge and pull some of that mud out, waste it on that bank, kind of slick it up with the grading bucket, and then from that dock, as you can tell, the water's down probably 2 feet or so. I gotta lower it a little bit more from that dock back to this way. I'm going to dredge all that out and waste that mud up here on the slopes and make a nice like little peninsula right here, and fill this up, just raise it up to about the level of this road so that it will drain and also stay high enough where it stays dry enough throughout the year to be able to mow it and maintain it, because that's what happens is normally that stays so wet you can't get in there and mow it. So get everything cleaned up and get it dressed up where it'll drain, and move that mud out. Got to clear the pond dam off, all those trees, take them all back. We don't really have a lot of good dirt to make a shooting berm, so we're going to pile all this brush up, maybe some mud, into like a berm for like a little target range or whatever, and dredge this side out as well and spread it over this grass up here to kind of raise that up a little bit. So good little project and a new overflow. A lot to do, but I got a lot more other stuff I got to do today, so I'm going to go take care of that. We'll be back whenever I get to it. There's a pipe here and a pipe over there, so I'm going to leave a ditch through here and just kind of fill all that in with the spoils from the pond. But we'll check it out and fly the drone when I come back. So I've made it back over here to my pond project, and while I'm over here on this side, I'm going to work for a little bit today. It is New Year's Day, but got a lot of rain coming and it's gonna wash us out for the next couple of days, so might as well take advantage of today and sleep when it's raining. So what I'm going to do today is, I'm not going to do a whole lot, but I'm going to try to see if I can get down that far side over there on the other side of the pond and take all those trees out and get all that piled up. And pretty much what I'm doing on this side is about right here at the dock. When the pond's full, the water's like all the way up to here, and as you can tell where it's sunk down and everything, it just becomes a real big swampy mess. So I'll have to lower the pond down just a little bit more. It'll probably come up with that rain we have coming, but I'm gonna pretty much dredge everything from this dock out and waste it all along this slope right here, over there, head section, and then come down this side right here and pretty much just define an edge right here. See how it's so subtle going into the pond? I'm gonna come down here and just reach out as far as I can there and dig that out, get some depth along the bank just so it doesn't grow up like this right here, and then waste all that along this edge right here and just kind of out here in the grass. Get it, you know, raise it up enough where it doesn't stay so wet, but also not enough where it dams up water and it won't run into the pond. So not a whole lot got to come out right here, just enough to clean this edge up and raise this bank up a little bit. I'll go all the way to the tree line. Then I'm clearing all the trees off the pond dam as well, but we'll look at that when I get over there. So on this far side where I parked the machine yesterday, what I'm going to do this morning is start right here and start ripping out all those little maple trees along the bank right there. Get all that removed and cleaned up, laid up here, and it's eventually all going back. There's a opening in the woods over there. Gonna make a big pile and use that for a backstop for a shooting berm. Probably pile some dirt up in front of it too or something. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on cleaning all those trees out. It's like I showed you right over there, pretty much right there back. Gonna be trying to dredge that out, and we'll walk down here at the pond dam and I'll show you what's got to be done down here. So coming down this little trail right here is the pond dam. I'll probably end up clearing everything off, probably from right here forward, just so I can have access to taking all that brush. Got the spillway right here, get it cleaned out, and I'll probably grade it up. Got a little erosion right there, but I think once I put the new overflow in here, that should hopefully eliminate much water going through there, just because what's in here now is inadequate. But there were some big old trees on this pond dam. It was logged, and somebody cut all the trees off of it, but everything's just kind of grown back up. Where was it? There was an old overflow pipe somewhere. It's somewhere out here, but I'll get it plugged and put the new overflow in through here. But pretty much I want to clear off all this scrub mess off of the pond dam here and just kind of slick everything back up and get it where it's not an overgrown mess, and pop these little dead stumps up here and there. Where was that overflow? I could have sworn there was a old metal pipe. Huh. Oh, there it is. I was sitting here looking at this beaver mess right there. But yeah, there's the old metal drain pipe over here. We'll fill it up with concrete. Get rid of that. Yeah, that looks kind of I want to say there was a little beaver hut right here. Well, once I start taking out all these trees, that should open that up, and you'll be able to tell if there's a problem again really quickly, because once brush starts returning to an area that's been cleared out, it'll be pretty obvious. Then he can take care of having them removed. I'm gonna leave like that great big pine tree and those right there. There's just no need to take those down. They done put in a little zip line across the pond. Okay. All right, well, let's get to clearing. Well, you can't beat a 76-degree day for January 1st. out along the edge. If my dump truck is fixed in time, I may bring it over here and haul this stuff back there. But we'll just have to see. I'm curious on how deep this mud is, so I know what I'm getting into. We got about 2.5 feet here. All right, nothing we can't handle so far. About 2 feet. I don't want to drive out there and make ruts and make everything a muddy mess, but I think I'm going to be okay without having a mat. What I can do is, if it gets too deep, is skim some out and then go in there and take it out. But I think I'm going to be okay. Keep running down this edge and grabbing all this stuff. I'm not worried about all the bushes and stuff like that, because when I lay all that mud up here, I'm going to cover it up, and it's not really going to matter. There's a little bit of grass under it. With all these trees gone, it's going to clean up the bank a lot, and it's going to give Mr. Beaver a lot less stuff to work with. Just overall, it's going to really clean up this pond from a maintenance standpoint. Be able to mow all the way down to it. made it probably, not quite halfway down this bank. Sure does open it up with all these trees gone, doesn't it? It's gonna look nice. Come in here and dig that pond out and get a nice defined edge, raise this up some so it can be maintained a little better. Oh yeah, it's gonna look nice. Turning this mess, just clearing it, not even attempting to grade it, makes it look better. Let's strip some more trees out. See how brittle these trees are? It doesn't take much for them to break off. Little maple trees. I love this machine. It just puts a smile on my face being able to do that. I think these pond jobs are probably, this type of work is probably my favorite type of work. A little bit of everything, some clearing, dredging, grading. It's what I really like doing. along nice. I got everything cleared all the way to the pond dam. Just got here on top of the pond dam. There was one nice little oak tree right there, so I cleared out around it. I think it'll be far enough away from the water line once the pond, you know, is back at full level again, and it should make it. I'll leave one nice little tree that should branch out and become something pretty nice. But down here on the pond dam now, getting all this junk cleared off. It's about as wide as the machine is. Luckily it's not very tall, so not too bad. But I'm gonna keep ripping all this junk out and get as far as I can down there today. So many briars. I hate the briars. It's amazing how they will just take over until the trees get big enough to choke everything out. The dam was built with some good clay. A lot of times these old pond dams, they'll just be whatever that you pushed up right there. But it appears they got some clay from somewhere. Everything from the front edge all the way to the toe of the slope. Just because it cleans up the pond dam and you really don't need this. As you can tell, you don't even have hardly any access across it to maintain it. And this many trees will, as they get bigger, compromise the pond dam. Good time to do it. They're not too big, they don't disturb a whole lot. When you rip them out, the roots are fairly condensed. When they start getting big, the roots will go all the way through. Probably do is once I get all this cleared and not hit myself with a tree, put that grading bucket on and pull that front edge up and clean that up and throw whatever little bit of mud I dig out on this back slope to kind of help level it up. And that's pretty much it. out. I don't think that's the one that connects to all that. Nope. Man, it looks so much better just cleared. I can't stand overgrown methods. Well, I'm gonna call it a day for today. I got a little bit more done than I was anticipating, but I did stay here majority of the day. I was hoping just to get down here to the pond dam, but I decided to stay longer and got about 2/3 of the way across it. Not a whole lot of stuff, a fair amount. But I'll end up transferring all of that down. It's going to go around and we'll do a big pile over there in the woods, kind of out of sight, and that'll be the backstop for a little shooting range like I was talking about. So this stuff would be a little bit aggravating. I mean, this stuff wouldn't be too bad here to burn, but all that stuff over there that I took out, all those maple trees, all you have is just all that root mat stuff, and it's just a nightmare to get that stuff to burn. You spend a lot of time, you end up with about 50% dirt and 50% wood. But I just come through here and ripped all this stuff out, and what I'll do at the end is put on my grading bucket, and I'll reach out there and just kind of pull that up and whatever, you know, just trim this up and get it a little more uniform, and whatever I pull up I'll just throw it on the back side and smear it around, and then I'll just slick up everything so it's a little more pleasing to the eye there and easier to mow and everything. The little zip line they got set up right there is going to be a little bit of a pain. There's a line that goes across the pond. I'll figure out, maybe he can take that down. I don't know. I got to clear all that stuff right there out and bring it over. It wouldn't be the end of the world to pile it up right there and grab it. I'll figure it out. Well, that side looks a lot better. It's open now. That's gonna be pretty. All that gone. Nice green grass coming all the way to the edge. Gonna be a pretty place. Just needed a little attention from me. Let's go home.